Have you ever tried to relax, but your mind just wouldn't stay quiet? You sit down, maybe after a long day, hoping for a moment of peace, and suddenly your thoughts begin to race. You replay conversations. You imagine worst-case scenarios. You question your choices. And before you realize it, the calm you were searching for slowly disappears. Sometimes it starts in the smallest moments. You lie in bed at night, staring at the ceiling, telling yourself you'll sleep soon. But then a random thought shows up. Something you said earlier. Something you didn't say. Something you wish you handled differently. And your mind grabs onto it like it's the most important thing in the world. Minutes turn into hours. Your body feels tired, but your thoughts feel wide awake. Many people don't realize that overthinking doesn't always feel loud. Sometimes it feels quiet, but heavy, like a background noise that never really stops. You might be sitting with friends, smiling, even laughing. But inside, your mind is busy analyzing every word you spoke, wondering if you sounded awkward, wondering if someone misunderstood you, wondering if you said too much or not enough. And the hardest part is that overthinking often feels like responsibility. It feels like you are being careful, like you are protecting yourself from mistakes. Like if you think about something long enough, you'll finally find the perfect answer. But slowly, without you noticing, it starts taking something from you. Your peace. Overthinking usually begins with fear. Not loud fear. Quiet fear. The fear of being judged. The fear of making the wrong choice. The fear of losing control. When your mind senses uncertainty, it tries to solve it. It keeps asking questions, searching for answers, replaying situations again and again. At first, it feels useful. It feels like you're preparing yourself. But over time, your mind stops solving problems and starts creating new ones. You might notice this when a small situation turns into a big emotional storm. Someone takes longer than usual to reply to your message. Your mind starts asking questions. Did I say something wrong? Are they upset? Did I annoy them? You check your phone again and again, even though nothing has changed. Your heart feels restless, even when there is no real danger. This is how overthinking slowly steals your peace. Not in one big moment, but in hundreds of small ones. Each time you replay a memory, each time you imagine something going wrong, each time you doubt yourself without clear proof, your mind becomes crowded and your emotions become heavier. Another reason overthinking feels so powerful is because it feeds on imagination. Your mind is capable of creating stories that feel real, even when they are not. You imagine conversations that haven't happened yet. You picture outcomes that may never occur, and your body reacts to those imagined situations as if they are already true. Your chest tightens. Your breathing becomes shallow. Your mood shifts, even though nothing around you has actually changed. Sometimes overthinking is connected to wanting control. When life feels uncertain, your mind tries to fill the gaps. It keeps searching for answers because uncertainty feels uncomfortable. But life is full of things we cannot predict. And when we try to control every possible outcome in our head, we end up exhausting ourselves. We mistake thinking more for feeling safer, but instead, we feel more anxious. You may have noticed how overthinking often shows up when you are alone, in quiet moments, late nights, long walks, or even when you are scrolling through your phone, comparing your life to others without realizing it. You see someone else's success, someone else's happiness, and suddenly your mind starts questioning your own journey. Am I behind? Am I doing enough? Did I choose the wrong path? These questions slowly pile up, turning simple curiosity into self-doubt. And here is something many people struggle to admit. Overthinking often comes from caring deeply. You care about how people see you. You care about making the right decisions. You care about your future. But caring too much without balance can turn into pressure. And pressure, when repeated every day, becomes emotional weight. There comes a moment when you start to feel tired, not just physically, but mentally. Your thoughts feel heavy. Your emotions feel stretched. You want peace, but your mind keeps searching for problems that may not even exist. And sometimes, you blame yourself for it. You tell yourself, why can't I just relax? Or, why do I keep thinking like this? But the truth is, your mind isn't trying to hurt you, it's trying to protect you. It learns somewhere along the way that thinking more means being safer, that analyzing everything means avoiding mistakes, that preparing for the worst means staying in control. And for a while, that belief may have helped you, but now it might be holding you back from feeling calm. Recognizing this is powerful because once you see that overthinking is a pattern, not a personality, you begin to separate yourself from it. You start noticing when your thoughts repeat without purpose, when your mind circles the same question again and again without reaching a real answer. And in that moment of awareness, something changes. You create a small space between yourself and your thoughts. That space is where peace slowly returns. Peace doesn't come from having all the answers. It doesn't come from predicting every possible outcome. It comes from learning to sit with uncertainty without letting it control you. It comes from reminding yourself that not every thought deserves your attention. Some thoughts are just noise. Some worries are just echoes of fear, not reality. You may still have days when your mind feels crowded. That's normal. Healing your thinking patterns takes time. It's not about forcing your mind to be silent. It's about gently guiding it back when it starts to wander too far into imagined problems. It's about reminding yourself that you have survived uncertainty before, and you will again. Sometimes the most powerful shift is learning to trust yourself a little more. Trust that you can handle mistakes. Trust that not every conversation needs replaying. Trust that not every silence means rejection. When you slowly build that trust, your mind stops fighting for control, and your heart begins to relax. And maybe the biggest realization of all is this: overthinking doesn't protect your peace. It quietly drains it. It steals moments that could have been calm. It replaces rest with worry. It turns simple situations into emotional battles that never needed to happen. But the moment you become aware of this pattern, you begin to take your peace back. Not all at once, not perfectly, but slowly, gently, and intentionally. Because sometimes peace isn't about having a quiet world around you. It's about learning to quiet the storm inside your own mind.